Hello everybody, excuse me, I'm Larry and I, wanted to do a video really quick on how I do my copaxone injections for my MS and kind of show you what I do and all the steps I take. So, first off, you'll need your injections, your syringe, so I just break it off of the pack. You'll need, I use an auto-inject, just so I don't have to see the needle going into my skin. I feel like that would freak me out too much where I wouldn't be able to do it, and this just makes it really easy for me. Also, I have my needle cutter to dispose of it afterwards, and then you'll need an alcohol swab, and yeah, I also use a heating pad and a ice pack that's dripping too. Okay, let's get it started. First off, I use a heating pad to put on my spot I'm going to do today, and today I'm scheduled to do my right arm. So I just put the heating pad right on it. I have a towel to keep my fingers from like burning off holding it there. I probably can. And then put together your auto-inject. I'm going to hold my hand down here to kind of keep it in the area. So first off, you take your auto-inject and you unscrew it. And you push down this yellow spring with the top of the auto-inject. And so, because the spring was going to actually be the thing that like pushes the end of the syringe and the medicine out. Next, you take your syringe and you put it into the top part of your auto-inject. There's a little hole, I don't know if you can see, that the syringe just goes in. And then you push it down, whoops. And then you need this on a flat surface, and then, or I guess I can do here, and you push down the syringe until it clicks. So it's going to be all the way down, it goes pretty far. And then you'll just put your auto-inject back together. Easy enough. When you do your injections, you want to push it flat, straight down, and there's this little, I would say, a couple millimeters space, and you want that to be pushed onto the other blue part that stops it. And you don't want to push too hard into your skin, just hard enough where it does give a little pressure, but you don't want to like try to like make it dip too much. And then this button will be the thing that releases your needle. Alright, and my arm is pretty much heated up. Excuse me, sorry. And then there's, and then you set it to what degree your needle and depth it's supposed to go into. I'm a 6 in my arm. So you just set it and you turn it, and there's little like numbers to show how deep the needle's gonna go into you. Alright. Oh, and you need a tissue. Or a cotton ball or something. I just have lots of tissues. Okay. So first you'll remove the red part of your auto-inject. And the cap of the needle will come into this red thing. And you just throw it away on the ground, or throw it away. Yeah, and then you open your alcohol swab and clean your injection site. enough. And then it's fairly easy. You just push down, and then you click and you hold it for about 10 seconds. Honestly, the needle itself doesn't really hurt. It's after the medicine is into your skin and it kind of reacts to your body, then it starts heating up. And I actually like go to like 15 just to be safe. Alright. Oh, and you can see, be careful because there is a needle still sticking out at the end of your auto-inject. So you just want to keep that cautious. Take a tissue or a cotton ball and just put a little bit of pressure on to the area. Oh, I'm bleeding today. For about a couple minutes, like a minute or two. I'm doing that, I'm going to show you how to take apart your auto-inject. You just twist it off and then make sure your needle comes out, so it's easier if you do it upside down. And then I have a needle clipper that they gave us, so I don't have to worry about like the sanitary of having a needle and blood things. So I just stick it in there, clip it off. And I also have a wastebasket for hazardous waste, and I just throw the syringe into there because it's glass and I don't want to have it mixed with my other trash. And the other thing I like to do is take my alcohol swab that I use and clean up the end, because sometimes there's a little bit of residue of medication left on there, and it'll like dry on there. The next day you'll see it, so I just like to clean off every time. And the reason I do the heating pad first is because I've noticed that the heating pad helps reduce my reaction towards the site. Like the first time I did it without the heating pad, I had a really, really big bump on the area I injected, and then it was really red, and it lasted all day. The next day I tried it with the heating pad, so my skin's kind of warm and kind of will take the medicine a bit better. The next day I had like a very little bump for about 10-15 minutes, and then it went away. So that's what I've learned that will help. And it doesn't hurt as bad too, because I guess the area is kind of warm, so the medicine just dilutes but easier. Okay. And then yep, hold your ice pack there for about 10 minutes. That'll help reduce the feeling of the medicine kind of traveling. The medicine, like I said, hurts itself, not the needle. It's just when it's in and it's reacting, it kind of burns and stings. The ice kind of numbs the area, so you don't have to like you won't feel it as much. But yeah, finishing putting it back together, put your red piece back in and then just screw it on. And put it back in where it's supposed to be, where you store it. Also, I was going to show you. There's 7 places you can inject altogether, so each one is a certain day, and the nurse will kind of schedule it out for you, or they should. So I have every day is a different body part, so you just keep your rotation around. And then they will tell you how deep your needle is supposed to go into when you're setting it. As well as my day planner. Their day planner has the chart again of your 7 areas, but the reason you want this is to write down your reactions and how it went, so you know for next time, or you can kind of keep track of how it's going. And you want to mark where you put it in your body, because you don't want to inject the exact same site twice in a row, because then you're just kind of putting, like, that area is still going to be a little sensitive. Like I did my thigh a couple days ago, and I still a little, you can definitely feel if you press on that area that there was something there that got stabbed. So just mark it and just make sure you don't stab that exact same area again, because that could hurt, I was told, and just kind of keeping record of what you did. And I just put the day that it was on, so like 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, or whatever. I'm actually on any week, so I'm gonna kind of schedule that now. And turn the page. There we go. Today was my right arm, lower right arm, yes. And today is the 11th. And I have a vanity mirror that I use for light, so I will just check in there how my reaction went. Okay. I've never really bled very much until today, so I'm going to definitely take a note of that. That my right arm tends to bleeds a little bit. So I would have to take a note of that. That's why I like to use the tissue, because it kind of absorbs any bleeding that I do have, and then I don't really necessarily need a band-aid, because I can just keep the tissue there until it stops bleeding. But if you do find that you might need band-aids, I have a little stash of band-aids over here if I really needed it, but mine didn't last very long, and mine normally don't, so I don't really deal with it. But you could just have a band-aid on hand just to be safe. And then that is pretty much it of your injections. I've been doing it for about almost a week now, and like I said, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's just, you just get in a routine of just doing it. The needle itself doesn't hurt. Like I said, it's the medicine after kind of traveling through your body. Doing your little tips and tricks that you find that works for your body helps definitely. As well as, I will say, it's the time it took was the surprising part, to do all the steps and make sure everything's right. And I thought it was just gonna be stab and go, and it's more like the prep time just for the area, and then the aftermath of doing everything. So the time itself is actually what takes a while, not necessarily the thing. But I can deal with dealing with a 20-minute kind of stretch time every morning, and you want to do it almost at the same time every day to kind of get your body used to having that medicine into your body around the same time. I do it in the morning because I don't necessarily know what time I'll be home from at night, depending if I work or go to dinner or something. You just never know. I just like to be safe and just do it in the morning. I give myself a couple hours, so I have time in the morning to shower or eat breakfast, and then I do my injections, and then I get ready for the day. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share how my whole new life with MS is going. But thank you for watching. I hope this helps somebody. Alright, thank you. Bye. Mwah.